In this enchanted forest, there are ancient carvings into old stone, like something out of a fairy tale, except instead of Middle Earth or medieval Europe, it's right here in Ohio. This is the story of the Warden's Ledges. Rain fell onto the crisp orange leaves of the woodland as I found myself walking through a sandstone bluff surrounded by strange and surreal sculptures. These are the Warden's Ledges inside of the Hinckley Reserve, and their story is quite a fascinating one. Hiram Worden would construct his family home on the property that would eventually become the Warden's Ledges in the year 1860. 4 generations of the Worden family would grow up in that house. For many years, people believed that Frank Worden, the son of Hiram Worden, had carved all these figures. However, that is not the case. Despite the family owning the property for over 100 years, the stone figures actually wouldn't be carved until the 1940s. Noble Stewart was an artist that would marry into the Worden family in the 1940s. He would begin carving the figures on the sandstone bluffs that were on the property, about a mile away from the homestead. Each carving had an important meaning to Stewart. For example, the cross and Bible were to represent his wife Nettie, who never left the Worden homestead except to go to church. The schooner represented Hiram Worden, his father-in-law. It would take years for him to carve all of these sculptures. Eventually, the Warden's homestead and property would become a part of the Hinckley Reserve and is now managed by the Cleveland Metro Park Service. In 2017, the original house that was built by Hiram Worden was demolished. Now the Warden's Ledges are open to the public. Walking through these narrow bluffs feels almost like walking through a dream, a fantasy land that is separate from reality. It's said that every time you visit, you find things that you never saw before. And certainly, it is a unique landmark. The Warden's Ledges are more than just a historic landmark. They are a dream that invites hikers into another world, in a small enchanted forest in the middle of Ohio, and they will never be forgotten.
Thought is ready for disc and harrow, where the mountains were made low, planted in what we wanted to say. There were words we missed in our cars alone. Come back when we were gone, like moth to porch light. Oh, I read. Not so. I shook and I fell out of this place. I read not so. I shook and I fell saved, held, and rationed till we're all starved and dead, lost colors ready